Tape grass, a distinctive local specialty that comes with the flood season in the Dong Thap Moi region of Tan District, Long Province. When the fields flood, the green shoots of tape grasses awaken, thriving and growing vigorously in the flooded fields of Tan Lap. The tape grass season has become intertwined with the local residents' lives, creating a unique charm during the Mekong Delta's flooding period. Dear viewers, Tu Lin and the Mekong Delta Life production team are now in Tan Lap Commune, Tan District, Long Province. Right now, the fields here are in the midst of flood season. The flood season here is closely connected to a very distinctive local specialty. That's the tape grass. The tape grass season here is a joyful time that the residents of Hamlet 5, Tan Lap Commune eagerly look forward to. Tape grass is an aquatic vegetation specific to the flooded Dong Thap Moi area. Only appears once a year during the flood season. This humble vegetable shows remarkable resilience. They can thrive and flourish in acidic soil conditions. Along with Siamese mud carp, the locals consider tape grass as a gift from nature because it's unique. It doesn't require planting or maintenance. Like clockwork, when the floods come, the tape grasses grow and develop, along with the rising waters. In the past, tape grasses grew wild in the fields, and few people paid attention to them. The locals would just gather them to eat during the flood period. Gradually, this seasonal wild vegetable became more well-known, and traders started coming to buy. Tape grass has been considered as a flood season delicacy for over 10 years now, becoming part of life for the residents of Hamlet 5, Tan Lap Commune. The tape grass harvest season has become the most bustling and prosperous time of the year. Before dawn, a new workday begins. In the tape grass fields, everyone hurries to get to the fields early, to finish their work quickly. In Tan Lap Commune, only people of Hamlet 5 harvest tape grasses. This year, as soon as the 5th lunar month began, people started harvesting tape grasses. This is pretty early, and it's expected to last through the months of rising water. Although it's not regarded as heavy labor, harvesting tape grass isn't exactly simple either. Harvesters have to stay submerged in water for hours, gently wiggling the base of the tape grasses and pulling carefully to avoid breaking them. An intriguing characteristic of tape grass is that fields that produce it one year will continue to do so the next year, whereas fields that don't have it simply won't grow it, no matter what. Dear viewers, the tape grass fields are busiest in the early morning, with the locals waking up around 3 or 4 a.m. to harvest and deliver to traders on time. These days, the farmers here have adapted to a pace of 2 rice crops and 1 tape grass crop per year, because it's regarded as a primary source of revenue. Field owners clean their land after the rice harvest each year and await the floodwaters to bring forth nature's bounty. In years when the floods come late, tape grass farmers adapt by pumping water directly into their fields, waiting for the tape grasses to emerge for an early harvest. The higher the water level in a given year, the better the tape grasses grow. Particularly in deep fields with strong water flow. They grow darker green, larger, more porous, crispier, and more fragrant. In shallow, muddy, water environments, their stalks grow shorter. The leaves become thick and bitter, less crisp and less tasty. Sister Tu Yen, can you show me how to pull the tape grasses today? You sweep your hand through like this, then pull up, wait around like this. Shake them off, and put them in the basin. So we shake off the mud and dirt, right? Yes, to get rid of mud and dirt, so it's lighter when we bring them. I'm still so clumsy at this. That's because you're new. I've been doing this for 10 years. Wow, that's unbelievable. What time do you need to wake up to go harvesting? I wake up at 3 a.m. But after cooking and eating, I head out by boat at 4 a.m. I get here at 4:15 and get in the water to harvest. It's tough in the morning. You're done and can rest in the afternoon, right? The harvesting is the hard part. But once that's done, we sit and sort them, which is easier. The harvesting is tough because there's so much water. Some years the water comes up to here, and we have to reach up to pull. Oh my God, this year the water's low, so we harvest like this. So in years when the water is higher, it's more difficult. How's the yield in this field this year? It's good. I've been harvesting for over 10 days and getting good yields. I'm getting 700 to 800 kilograms per day. Does the yield depend on water levels or weather conditions? With more water, the tape grasses grow longer stalks. They're heavier. Without water, the stalks are shorter. Being in the water so long, don't your hands and feet get wrinkled? Yes, they're all wrinkled and damaged. So is this work hard but worth it for making a living? We farmers rely on the tape grasses during the flood period because we can't do anything else throughout this time. The flooded fields of Tan Lap during the flood season aren't busy with boats rushing around fishing like other places in the Dong Phat Moi region. The flood period here comes with the tape grass season. This is a simple gift from the flooded fields that creates a unique rhythm of life throughout the flood season in Long An province. After harvesting, the tape grasses are transported to the water's edge, where workers quickly clean them by removing the yellowed leaves. To meet traders' schedules, buying and selling is pretty straightforward in the tape grass fields. Most dealers have known each other from the start of the season or in prior years. Usually, field owners choose to sell their crops to traders in advance. Following that, the traders oversee everything from harvest time to recruiting workers. This has led to the formation of specialized harvesting groups in the area. When the flood season comes, they prepare their tools and head to the fields to make a living. Since the work usually continues for several months, many families here earn a stable income thanks to the tape grass fields. It's also a season for saving money throughout the year. Wherever they work, the tape grass harvesters set up temporary shelters to protect themselves from rain and sun during the harvest period. Though the work is tough, the women are close-knit, bonding like family members. So I separate this part now? Like, we remove the older parts at the bottom? Yes, remove the slightly mature and yellowed leaves. Sister Tu Yen, which season generates more income? Rice or tape grass? Tape grass is better. There's only one tape grass season per year. It's hard work, but good money. Rice farming pays less. Rice planting pays less, too. But the tape grass work is really tough. How many kilos can you process in an average day? Sister Tu Yen? Depends on how much the traders bring us. 50 kilograms, 60 kilograms, sometimes around 40 kilograms. Well then, if the traders order more, I'll make more. So on busy days, you can make 300,000 for 100,000 dong, can't you? Yes, I can. Do you have one person here? Who handles negotiations with the traders? Yes, Sister Swan. When fields have taped grass, owners call Sister Swan. Then she calls the traders. And after they buy, she calls the workers to pull the taped grass out and then just transport them. She gets 1,000 dong per kilo for transport. The harvesting and cleaning work pays 7,000 dong per kilo. Some days I make 300,000 dong something, some days 200,000 dong something. It varies. Once you've cleaned these taped grasses and bundled them together, do the traders come to buy them, Sister 2 yen? Right after picking like this. When the trader comes, I put them in baskets and drain the water out until dry. Then I pack them into 10 kilo bags. Then the trader takes them. Dear viewers, after the taped grass is harvested and cleaned, traders come right to the fields to buy them like this. At this point, the field work is done, and the locals can take a break. When the taped grass harvest is good, both field owners and hired workers are happy. The more taped grass in a field, the longer the work lasts, meaning more income. The taped grasses from this region are bought by traders and sold in Ho Chi Minh City and the southeastern provinces. Taped grass is becoming increasingly popular with consumers because it grows naturally and is only available once a year. This growing demand has led to higher prices, allowing the locals to make a good living from the trade. Visit Tan Lap during this season, and you'll see the bustling activity of the taped grass harvest everywhere. Mrs. Maidhi Zua, who has been harvesting the taped grasses for over a decade, explained that, while she used to harvest in the fields with everyone else, in recent years, due to her age, she only cleans the taped grasses at home. The steady daily work helps her earn money to cover her family's daily expenses. If I both harvest and clean, it's 7,000 dong per kilo. But if I just clean what others harvest, it's 4,000 dong per kilo. How many kilos can you clean in a day? And 3. Working from morning until 3 p.m. I can clean about 65 to 70 kilograms. Since people bring it here, I just sit and clean. But it's not as much money as harvesting yourself. Here, I don't have to carry or pull anything, unlike in the fields. Here, they dump it by the canal. I just pick it up and clean it. They pull and weigh it. During the flood season, men go fishing with nets. But we women can only harvest the taped grasses. Do people in Hamlet 5 really look forward to this taped grass season? And 3? Yes, we do. We can make money then. Because during the flood season, there's no other way to earn. For the past few years, the taped grass season in Hamlet 5 has always been at the beginning of May, when we wait for the taped grasses to grow so we can harvest them. Sometimes people harvest until October, and sometimes we finish harvesting by early September when the water is pumped out. If snails eat the taped grasses and damage them by late September, then we stop. Otherwise, we keep harvesting until the water recedes. So those months are for saving up money. And 3? Yes, for saving. Because dry season rice growing does not pay as well as this. Even though we have to work in water, it pays better. What's the best way to eat these taped grasses? And 3? With braised fermented fish. It's best with the braised fermented fish. People also eat it in hot pot, which is good too. Or sometimes in salads, cut up and mixed with peanuts. That's really good. Sometimes they chop it up and mix it with the dried flesh of coconuts, which is even better than lotus stems. From the point of the locals' view, the taped grass tastes best when harvested during the 6th and 7th lunar months. At that time, the water has just flooded the fields, and the taped grasses are young and tender, making them sweeter than at other times. For food connoisseurs, the taped grass is best paired with the braised fermented fish. In the Dong Thap Moi region, during this season, wild vegetables and field fish are always available. If you want to taste countryside specialties, just walk around the house. You'll find all the ingredients for an authentic Mekong Delta-style braised fermented fish dish. Tape grass with wider bases tastes better. The leaves have a very distinctive flavor that can only be fully appreciated once you've tried them. That's when you can truly taste the goodness of this natural field vegetable. Though not a fancy delicacy, the tape grass is a beloved dish, especially among the Mekong Delta locals, because its flavor carries deep meanings of love and connection. Tape grass, a distinctive product of the Mekong Delta flood season. In the flooded fields of Tan Lap, the tape grass provides jobs for the locals and creates a special rhythm of life when the flood season arrives. With that, we'll conclude this episode of Mekong Delta Life. We'll see you again in the upcoming episodes.